Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been actually doing the Maniac Cop trilogy and I'm actually on the last one right now, so let's get ourselves started and see what I thought about it. So Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence, is actually about a happy trigger female cop who gets injured on duty, and for some reason the Maniac Cop has an interest with her. Okay, so let's just jump right into the likes and dislikes. Well, going with the likes here, the first thing I want to talk about is there are moments of cool scenes. There are moments of holy shit, I can't believe they did that there. There's some great stunts in this movie here. I really do enjoy what kind of stunts that they actually came up with here. I thought they were filmed very well. There's an actor in here, Jackie Earle Haley, way before he was Rorschach in Watchmen and way before he was Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I gotta be honest, it's always great to see him in a movie. He's usually, in my opinion, even if it's a bad movie, he's usually the highlight of it, and I do appreciate him. He actually plays a bad guy in this here, and he does a damn good job. And then another thing I want to talk about is that this movie is rated PG-13, but I'm still in the likes here, because believe it or not, even though this movie came out, I believe, in '92, that there is a lot of gore, there is a lot of blood. When they do show it, they do actually go for it. So, I guess 1992 PG-13 gory movie compared to now, absolutely. I mean, you can definitely tell the much difference that you kind of get in those earlier movies and all that, and I really did appreciate that there. And then the final thing I got to talk about is that there is an awesome car chase in Act 3. Not as good as the car chase in Maniac Cop 2, but I would definitely say this comes in second place for sure. I really did enjoy what we got out of this one. And now on to the dislikes. Well, the first thing I have to say is, why the hell was this movie even made? What a waste of film. What a waste of my time. What a waste of your time. I mean, honestly, if anybody is a fan of this trilogy, I would be shocked for people who might think that this is a good movie. And I'm sure there is, and I'm not trying to shit on you, so don't think that at all. It's just, personally for me, I wanted to see a lot better than what we got. Overall, as a story, I thought it was very boring. I thought it was really slow. It felt like that it took a long time to really get to the meat of this story. And I feel like I said this in the first one there too, but at least the first one had better actors and at least a little bit more interest in what was going on. With this one, I personally didn't care what was going on. I didn't care who lived or died. And thinking about the death, some of them were cool, but most of them were very weak to me. And then another thing is that talking about like the characters and don't really care and all that was going on there. The ones that I really do want to talk about would be the Maniac Cop himself, where why did he even come back for this film? His conclusion in part 2 worked perfectly. This could have been a great 2-part movie. They didn't have to make a trilogy if they didn't want to, because it felt like that he was wasted. It felt like that any kind of deaths he had, as I mentioned, were very weak. I didn't really care for that there. About another character, and that was actually the same cop from part 2 is back in this. Now in part 2, I did not care for him that much. I really didn't care that much for his acting in that. But in this one, I thought maybe he'll be better. Maybe he'll surprise me. No, he actually is a lot worse in this one than he was in part 2. Honestly, going back with part 2, I kind of feel bad putting him in the negative after watching his performance in this one here. Definitely felt like that the director didn't even want to have anything to do with this movie. The script so badly needed a huge rewrite from what we actually got out of this here. The point behind the Maniac Cop and this female cop who's in the hospital injured on duty, it doesn't even really go anywhere. They explain it very quickly in a dream, and then all of a sudden it's like that's all the information we get there, and I'm like, nah. Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence, I'm going to go 1 out of 4 stars. This is definitely a movie I don't really recommend. So, Maniac Cop 3, Badge of Silence. Is it a movie that you actually like, did not like? Give me a comment down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, which will be the ranking video. Bye.